Yeah, we got a lot done while you weren't here. It was actually good.
The shack mid-June, I've been away for a week, so without me annoying him, a lot of things happened.
Righto, John and Janine, this one's for you guys. This is a little update for you. Have a look at the inside of the house, guys. It's looking amazing. Righto, guys, here we are in the master bedroom. We got the bulkhead, coffer ceiling. Have a look at these walls done. They've been tucked so nicely into the area there. John's office, ceiling. If you could imagine when that's fully done, how much natural light that's going to let in through this area. Glass has been installed. That's looking really cool. Got the GOOP Guys on that, so they put all their PVA and chemical mix to cover and protect all the glass.
So you've all been wondering about what this white stuff is all over the windows. I'm not going to comment any further than that. Anyway, from the GOOP Guys is he's banging on his special sauces.
First time I've heard it summarised like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Sure. What do people normally call it?
Oh, a bit more crude words than that.
Here we are. Jake from the GOOP Guys is banging his window jizz on the windows.
It's another new one too, actually.
Protective surface that can just be peeled off after the job's done and looks after all the windows. So I've been away for a few days. The Bopsy twins have been trying to have a crack. And here's Tom. Run us through what's been happening.
So, guys, here we are. Here you can see all the wall sheeting's going on. Who the fuck is that?
What?
Who was that? It's here. The feature ceiling in John's room and Janine's room has all been sheeted. Showed up really nicely. Obviously, all the wire.
You work for the sheeters, do you?
This is my best mate.
Well, just, Jesus, for fuck's sake. If it ain't about Frankie, no, fuck it.
They don't like it how John's giving me more spotlight than them, but, you know, jealousy is a curse. But yeah, so.
Well, the honest fact is Tom does more things than the others. Here's the boys from COVE Plasterboard Services banging up a couple of sheets of plasterboard in the corner, quite technical. They got it nailed. Both screwed, actually. It's a bit ironic, it's Janine's room. She teaches Pilates and also aerial acrobatics. And we've got a couple of boys on stilts, just hanging out, banging it out. Any bad learning moments? So I'm here with Frankie, the interiors foreman. Tell us about these in recessed downlights that we're test driving.
Yeah. You wanted to use the these recessed lights so they get set in. This box gets put into the ceiling, and then the plaster will come and set right up to that and you can see. So when the lights go in, it actually makes it look like it's actually part of the ceiling plaster itself. Quite tricky. If it's tricky, John wants to do it.
That's a bit hard. It seems a bit expensive. I want to do it. Like
yeah, tricky is expensive, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So speaking of tricky, Miles, the Sparky.
Oh, the shades now.
Into the plasterboard.
These lights are recessed in, so they're trying to get that gauge there, the right thickness of the plaster. How these things a bit of a pain in the ass.
Very tedious. Looks nice though.
Quarter.
The millboard's to feet here, guys. And this is a custom expansion joint detail that we've created. It's been approved by the manufacturer of the boards too. This is to give the boards allow room to move forwards and backwards, or shrinking and contraction and expansion.
That's Josh, the millboard guru now. He worked out how to line up the three-dimensional verticals and the horizontals.
Believe it or not, he's an actual gun AFL player as well. He gets flown down to Victoria every second week and gets paid good money to play down there, and then comes back to work. So, someone's got to do it.
I'd say come back to work because he loves working on the shack, but who knows?
Now to the outside, the boys have been focusing on this 200mm strip here, running down through this section perfectly. All right, guys, here we go. So as we started a 1200 sheet off from there to there, and it's 1200 sheet off from there to there, joints that we've installed here and here. So we set this miter up to make that work through there. So that's looking really good. Everything looks absolutely beautiful and lining up.
Frankie gave me the instruction on this one.
So what has Frankie told you to do up here, Harry?
Well, yeah, it's basically a lecture on how to do.
Here we are at the point, and the boys can tell you this amazing feature that they've done.
Frank's actually had a day off today, so we just wanted to pass on now our gratitude for what he set us up here. Harry, take it away, mate.
Yeah, so I had to pretty much FaceTime Frank all day.
Thanks, Frank.
Instruction on how to get this curve to work, but
It's coming
feel like
really
the
nice.
final
He did
product
it
was
right,
good.
did he?
Frank's
Yeah,
done a
he did
great
really
job.
well.
Is he?
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks again,
What has
Frank.
Frank
He said wet the board and try curve it.
Yeah, that's come up rather ordinary, so Harry's just gone with what he knows. And that's
So
what we've got.
everyone said you couldn't bend cement sheeting, but
Yeah, no, good.
Frank came out.
Thanks again, Frank.
yeah, from the boys. Thank you, Frank, for your guidance. Yeah, well done.
Well, son.
Yeah, did well. Here with the lads. Dan's hiding behind me. There you go.
Me, and he always does it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're going to talk about the front door. Trying to work out the option of having two doors or one big massive door. What's the upside between the two?
So you had two doors. We were going to have an active leaf and an inactive leaf. So
Okay.
one door you have primarily your open.
And a big door. How does that pivot?
You'd have a pivot box in the bottom, and you'd have a locating pin at the top. And the locating pin goes into a little pivot ring and sits there like that.
Viewers, you're not really supposed to do that. It's the same. You shouldn't mention the word penetration or interiors.
Well, this pivot, what would you call that? Pin would be internal of the pivot socket.
Right. That's been very woke. Normally you'd say a female part and a male part, but we can't do that anymore.
No, this is non-binary.
A non-binary pivot. That was pointless, but anyway, game on.
John,
What was that?
who he is?
Just shut up.
How are those glasses? I remember when mine sort of got a
Don't start on me with what you're wearing today.
You got to love Matt's glasses. My first question when I saw them was, do they come in men's? Here on the shack, we're all about fashion, even down to the safety glasses.
Fashion and safety all in one.
Aside from the three builders from Hankin, I've had to get up a chisel to get this sample off so we can colour match it. And how many carpenters will be on site at the moment?
Those two equate to about half of one, and I'm good for about two.
And how many of Tom's boys are on site? 17 carpenters, and it's down to me.
Frank. Yeah.
Tom's a very flexible man. He'll just set up office anywhere. Yeah. Operation Central. Yeah, the decking.
Yeah.
Mate, you aren't allowed to talk to these contractors without us present.
Don't forget, John, he's the one who wanted the downpipes to go in front of the front entryway here, right?
Yeah. The shit's at the fan, and I'm in the office with the principal. It's never good.
I'm the assistant.
So this is a naughty corner. I keep saying you should be in my office because that's where the angry happens. This is Janine's room, which is nice and calm.